Hello, good morning and welcome to the Col workout sessions. Slightly different layout on your screen this morning because there have been some technical glitches. For some reason, no matter what I tried, I could not get Zwift to load on the laptop. So we're doing it in a slightly different format. Shouldn't matter too much, the workout's going to be exactly the same. Today's workout is 51 minutes. It's very similar to last Wednesday's workout. It's mainly tempo because it's quite early in the morning. I figured at that sort of intensity we could do it without breakfast if you really fancied it. I haven't eaten yet, so I'm quite hungry. Or you could do it as a sort of interim workout, a session before something else later maybe. If you're really keen, you could do this evenings as well. It's 51 minutes long. It's predominantly tempo work with two little spikes in the middle, just to make it that little bit more exciting. Because I think last week's was possibly a little bit too easy. If I'm really honest, we'll find out later, won't we, if this week's is any better. Right, let's log into the world of Zwift. Let everyone know that we're actually finally here. Unfortunately, I am going to have to message on my phone this morning, but it shouldn't matter too much. I have erg mode on for this workout because that will make it a little bit easier with the transitions, the intensity changes, things like that. So far, everyone is in the morning. Often we find that we're not the only ones. Not the only, how do you say it? I'm not sure. Often you'll find there are people from other time zones here. And generally speaking, it's not just morning dwellers. It's also afternoon enjoyers, evening riders, things like that, which is good. That's the benefit of the world of Zwift, isn't it? You can ride with people from all over the world in different time zones. If you have erg mode, here we go, look, Sydney, Australia. That's not very good on the phone, is it? Right, we have just 1 minute and 47 seconds until we get going in this workout. Good evening, Sydney. Easy to forget, of course. Right, my fan is on. I think I could probably crank it up a tiny bit before we get going. It's sensible to do it now. So if you see me disappear from the screen, that's exactly what I'm doing. There we go. Put it on 3. That should be enough. It's quite warm in here this morning. Surely Lancashire. Where else? No one else has actually said where they're from, have they? Which is fair enough. Right. Give out some ride-ons before we get going. North Lincolnshire, Newcastle. There is a link in the description to this video where you can find the music playlist, motivational playlist, as populated by users of the Col, or sorry, workers of the Col, people that make the clothing happen, and also people on the rides, which has been quite nice. So it's a proper mixture of all sorts of different things. We have 20 seconds. There we go then. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to start at high zone 1. So sort of easing into the ride. Getting ready, not trying too hard. I should have ergo mode on, I shouldn't have to. Erg is off, now it's on. It says it is anyway. There we go. We're going, we're rolling. So 2 minutes like this, nice and easy. And then we'll ramp it up over the next 8 minutes. Have a 2-minute breather, and then we get into the workout. And it's low zone 3, high zone 3, up, down, like that for 2 blocks of 16 minutes. And it worked quite well last week. There is a little extra a little extra sting compared to last week though. often I'll describe a session as not being too crazy. 7 out of 10. And it's a genuine 9. But it's off-putting if you're here, you're going to be hurting, I think. Right, 33 seconds left until we increase the tempo that little tiny bit. It's a progressive warm-up, no cadence goals. Try and pedal a little faster with each increase in the warm-up. So Nick is back. Nick is the landlord, I suppose, of the pub that is opening just outside of Newbury in the UK on the 17th of May. And not a ride has passed since we've established that his pub's opening up. Not a ride has passed that we haven't mentioned it. Right, need to actually focus on the session. Pedal that little bit faster with each increase. That is going to be the best way to warm up effectively. Can I put that somewhere else? There we go. Hopefully the microphone doesn't hear that too badly. Right, next increase in 40 seconds. Try and keep the duration of the intervals quite short to make sure there's plenty of change. You never have to focus on one thing for too long, mainly because that gets boring. And I don't ride my bike to be bored, I ride to enjoy it and get fit. So, into that low zone 3 now, and this is where we're going to spend the majority of the time in this session. Fast legs on the warm-up will help you feel better when we get into the session, so I'm suggesting 5 RPM faster than you might normally find comfortable. I feel like that works for me, which is why I'm recommending it. It just forces you to try it a little bit harder, gets your heart and lungs going. We have one more increase on the warm-up, and that arrives in 35 seconds. The timers are on your screen, hopefully you can see them okay. I imagine the text is slightly smaller than normal. I'm warming up nicely. My towel's blocking my fan, which is never good. 15 seconds. Right. And then we're going into high zone 3s and low zone 4, depending on feel a little bit. 3, 2, 1, go. Try and maintain that high cadence as well. that will help you warm up, get your heart and your lungs going, and your legs. 90 seconds left. Really spin. Try and keep it over 110. That is a lot faster than is comfortable. .45 to go. .20 seconds. .10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and it's really easy then. Nice and easy. As it says on your screen. Take your time to hydrate and get ready for the session. Get comfortable. Adjust your fan. Open a window. .90 seconds to go. It's a little bit less, 75. That's alright, you get the idea. Feeling warmed and ready? My quads are hurting. That's always the case in a warm-up. That's all that matters. You do notice with these morning sessions, you have a lot of late joiners. Nick's up for 10 press-ups. Not entirely sure why. Right, 20 seconds to get A. It's almost time. Here we go, straight into zone 3, low zone 3 for 3 minutes at a cadence you find comfortable. AA is having some power issues. Right. Right, just saying there that just like the warm-up, I do try to pedal that little bit faster for this session, mainly because the intensity isn't that hard. It's not a brutal workout like the Wednesday evenings can be, but at the same time, you want to achieve something. You want to work on one aspect of your fitness, and speed is a good one to work on when the intensity is lower. So for me, that's around 100 RPM. That's definitely not as comfortable as it might be. My heart rate's definitely not reading accurately. It's definitely not 116. So far, so good. Right, increase coming. There we go, I can't type as fast as time takes by. So I'm saying, try and aim for a higher cadence on the easier sections, but when it is that little bit harder, go with what is naturally more comfortable. Oh no. I have a real nightmare, I've not plugged in my PC. That's bad. Alright, if I don't do that really quickly, we can have a real disaster. Right, gotta catch up now. That's not so good, is it? Nearly took myself out the back. Right, it's one of those mornings here, unfortunately. You can plan as much as you like. Sometimes things go wrong. Well, that's embarrassing, that's not good at all. Hopefully it won't take long to catch back up. We'll have a little look at the map. It's looking fairly good. Loads of technical glitches this morning. First off, the laptop wouldn't load Zwift, which is a major issue when you're trying to ride Zwift. And then now this. There are a couple of other small things. Had to save a hedgehog this morning. True story. Hedgehog didn't need saving, it was already too late. However, you can't leave that on the road. Nick's suggesting I do 10 press-ups for being not disorganised. That's unfair. It wasn't for lack of organisation. Or maybe it was not plugging in the computer. It's normally the first thing I do. Anyway, let's get back to the session. 2 minutes like this now, or 3 minutes in total. Little spike on the way. saying, in just around a minute's time, we have a VO2 spike. And for no scientific reason, I'm going to do that standing at a lower cadence. There we go, we're properly in the group. All is looking good, as it should be. No more glitches this morning, please. Keep the legs turning nicely. Breathing deep. I recommend really focusing on your breathing now, because we're going to go a little bit harder. So if this is like a 6 or a 7 out of 10, I'm going to take it up to like an 8 or a 9 out of 10 for 30 seconds. Exertion level, perceived exertion. Right, 10 seconds. Ease off on the cadence already. Keep the power where it is. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds. Just 12 to go. Five, 2, 1, and return. Fast legs. And this is why I said to focus on the breathing. It does get harder after that spike. Find out if everyone else is feeling that too. Right, just 5 more minutes after the end of this block, which will be nice. Not sure why I'm trying to get aero. Doesn't save any power indoors. .70 seconds to go. I just pulled my brake lever there, you'll notice on your screen. Chris Opie says ride on. Just slightly alarming because I'm Chris Opie. And that is my account. I reckon there's a young boy sat at home watching my son. Maybe he's on his turbo trainer as well. Give him a wave. 35 seconds to go. It's getting nice and warm on. Then we have a 2-minute increase. Then we're back down to that baseline for 3 minutes. 4-minute recovery, then we do it all again, then we go home, have breakfast. 2 on, a little bit harder now. Do what he says on the screen. That was me writing out those prompts. Aiming to try that a little bit harder. Keep heart and lungs really pounding now. Good aerobic fitness. There we go. 45 seconds to go. And as I said, this session is more about your aerobic fitness than anything else. "30 seconds at this increased cadence. "15 seconds. I'm going to drop it down to that base, low zone 3. Three, 2, 1. Good deep breathing. Control. When you feel on top of it and in charge, in control, rather than having to chase it. Two more minutes, then we have a recovery. Last 60 seconds, fast approaching. Stay smooth and controlled. Then we have 4 minutes real easy. It's only a 4-minute cooldown after this session as well. Short and sharp. To the point. "25 seconds. Maybe the session really isn't hard enough. Maybe we'll just up it by 5% next time. 8, 7, 6, 5. There we go, nice and easy. Right then, we've got all of that to come one more time, but it might feel a little bit easier. There we go. We are now over halfway. And if you came into this session nice and fresh, the chances are you'll be feeling better in the second ramp, second block. That's because of muscle activation and the fact that it is not an exhaustive exercise. However, if you came into this session a little bit tired, the chances are you aren't going to feel better in the second session because you're carrying that fatigue. You won't have activated the muscles in the way that everyone else would have. Were they fresh? There's not a lot I can do about that, but it won't get much worse either. You're more likely to feel just the same. What is the ESL? There's some brilliant tunes in that playlist. Right, 30 seconds to go. That recovery flew by. Right, so we have more of the same. Higher cadence when the intensity is up on this ramp. Esports League. Right, 3, 2, 1. I think the ESL might be the European Super League. I don't know football, but it sounds like that might be what they're talking about. I don't feel fresh. That's what I've established here this morning. I can feel my legs. which you should feel in your legs, of course. What I mean is they don't feel fresh. Like lingering fatigue. I think Nick and Lee may well know each other based on the ribbing between the two of them. Right. Three seconds, then we're up to that higher zone 3. Pedal a little bit faster. Forty seconds. Nick and Lee. This is good. And a little bit easier. not sure if that message went out there then. Well, it went out, but I'm not sure if everyone got to read it. Nick is opening a pub, or reopening. It's on May the 17th. We had a big discussion about it the other week. It became the sole discussion of the ride. So apparently, Lee has a tiny screen with huge fingers. Nick is keeping tabs on how long it takes him to reply. "20 seconds to go." Then we have that 30-second surge to really get the heart and lungs going. 10 seconds. 3 seconds. Eric's just had a brilliant idea. This could become some sort of sitcom. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and rev again. There we go. Right, one more 2-minute intensity, 3 minutes baseline, then we're done. It's quite hard to breathe right now. This is a good session early in the morning. It's not exhaustive, it's not crazy hard. You could train afterwards, endurance, more intervals. But it's a good one to get you going. Sometimes that's all you want in the morning. Wake up and feel good. I think the length is about right. I'm quite happy with the length, is what I mean. Just over 50 minutes. Quite hard to breathe, if I'm honest. 9 minutes to go. Here we go. 1 second And 2 minutes faster now. Three seconds. $50 seconds. Touched my brakes by accident. $25 seconds. We've got 3 minutes of that, zone 3. Baseline effort, and it's a cool down. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good deep controlled breathing all the way to the end. It can be so easy to switch off towards the end of the last intervals. That's something you definitely don't want to do. Relax on the bike, breathe deep. Deeper the better. Just 1 minute 40 to go. 100 seconds. Touch the brake again. So it looks like I dropped a star earlier on. I had to plug in the laptop. Good job that notification appears on the screen. That could have been very embarrassing. The last minute. Thank you, Paul. Ten seconds, then it's the cool down. Oh dear, what's going on here? Erg mode is fighting me, or I'm fighting it. Just 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Nice easy cool down. Right, hopefully you enjoyed that, hopefully you feel good for having done that. This workout will remain on YouTube for the foreseeable future, so you can always do it at any point. It's a perfect midweek wake up, I would say. New routes next week for Monday Social 2. Go for that. "11 seconds to go. Pass out a few more ride-ons. I'm going to let you know that I'm back here at 18:10 BST, British summertime, if you would like to do a slightly more intense workout this evening. It'll be a really good one. And then Friday morning at exactly the same time as this session for a weekend tune-up. I could round it up to the hour, couldn't I? That's so keen. Right, YouTube, thank you very, very much for joining. I'm going to say goodbye, but you know exactly where to find me for the next one. 18:10 BST today. And that's a slightly more intense workout. That is FTP training. If you follow all of these workouts in order that they've been uploaded, you will notice it is thought about. It is methodical. It will form part of a plan, certainly if you include a slightly longer ride at the weekends and a couple of days off in between. Right, that's it from me. Thank you very much for joining. I will see you again next time. Bye for now.